All right, now we have our assembly drive completed. We're going to start building out some of the other pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start on our base plate. Now we're going to keep it really simple and then build it further from there. So to do that, I'm going to create myself a new Path Studio. Let that load in a second. Try that again. Path Studio. There it goes. And what I'm going to call this one is going to be my, oh, I've got two of them now. Okay, we will need them later. But let's go in and call this one my Path Studio base. All right, so within that one, what we want to do is we're going to make a real simple sketch. I'm going to make it so it's only half of it and then mirror. It's because everything we do is going to be the same across. I'm going to start by just making it, where's my variables? Let's go, I'm going to go 120 length for the moment and we can work from there. But the width, let's go half of the width and see how that goes. So dimension, so it won't let me, oh, hit escape. I'm trying to do a bounding box. D for dimension. And I'm going to go the width divided by, with that slash, divide by 2. All right, and it doesn't really matter at the moment. I don't have a center point, so I'm just going to lock that in somewhere there, and that's fine. I'm going to now go Shift E. And what I want to be able to use here is the matte thickness. And then there's my piece. All right, so it's half of it now. What I'm going to do is mirror along that line. So entities will be that. Mirror plane is that. And I'm going to go tick. So I've got a block. This is not complete. We're going to be coming back and modifying this as we go. But let's rename that and that becomes my base. So from here, we're going to make a new assembly because we don't want to use, we want to keep that separate. So we're going to create ourselves a new assembly. Give it a moment, there it goes. And this is going to be my, hopefully, PopBot. I'm going to start by inserting my base. And I'm going to have that kind of centered in the middle. And then I want to be able to bring in my assembly drive as well. And there it is. So what we'll notice straight away is we're going to have to do some modifications to this to be able to make it fit. So let's start by fastening that to origin. And then let's have a look at what we need to do to be able to make this guy fit. So he's going to need to be narrower. So at least for a piece. So let's start. If we go that edge over to this edge, that's the width I need around there. Let's see if I can get that base. So we can see 59.2 is going to be how wide to that edge. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to start by doing a little cutout. 59.2 through the middle of that, and we'll update that. So let's come back over to our base. We'll go back into our sketch, and I'm going to bring another rectangle from here. So the let's go 50. I didn't get an actual measurement. I'm just going to guess, and we can go back and fix it later. And then this is 59.2. Oh, let's try that again. 59.2 divided by 2. So then that will cut that out. Let's see if that removes that for me. So in that extrude, we're going to select that out. And there's the other way around. Let's try that again. So we want, okay. We went the wrong way around, didn't we? So I need a line all the way across. And I'm going to remove that line there. And that should do what I need it to do. And we choose the whole sketch, and that should be okay now. Okay, let's try that again. We come back over here. And what we've seen now is that should be right. What I need to include now, if we have a look, him across, is I need some holes for that to attach. So again, I'm going to select that one to there. I can see the center is 15 across, and we want from there to there is 49.2. So let's start with that. So back into our sketch, we are going to add a circle. I'm going to put him there and make his diameter 3. Add a second one down here. And instead of putting the dimensions again, I'm going to use E equal to then drop that to there. And then D for dimension to make that one 15 away. And then I need this from the center. We said 49.2 divided by 2. So now I've got that. I'm just going to bring that down here somewhere for the moment, and we will tidy that up as we go. So now I'm going to go and hit tick, and I have a look back over to my PopBot, and I've got some space to be able to attach those now. So I'm going to go 1M for fastened. I'm going to choose that circle, make sure I get the outside one so it sits the right height, and then the top of the corresponding circle. And I'm going to tick on that, and that should then give me my starting point. So thankfully I kind of guessed about right for that width. Now I'm going to have to add something on at the back here at some point to be able to attach my balloons, but as a starting point, that's got everything that I need for that. We're going to add in the next pieces that we need to be able to consider around. So I'm going to go to my insert. We're going to go other documents. We're going to go back to the Guildford Grammar, into the reference materials, which should be the only thing you see and grayed out, and then into the engineering components. So we're going to go through and find the pieces that we need. So we've got that one there. We're going to need the steering rack. So we're going to bring that in. Assembly. And at the moment, we're going to pick the default. So I'm going to pick him. That should drop in there. Fantastic. We're going to then keep going with the next pieces. So back out of that for a second. We're going to need a battery pack. And we're going to want our battery, there it is, the PCB board. So select that, wait for that to appear, my assembly, there it is. And then my battery pack, I think, is right down the very bottom, the 6AA. And then select that again. So at the moment, they are the key pieces that we need to include. So I'm going to tick on that, and we will pick this up in terms of how we start attaching these next lesson. But we have the pieces so you can start to think about how you might try and fit all these on. Do you want to have a shorter or a longer wheelbase? Do we want to have this guy vertical or flatten that out? Oh, let's see if I can get that to 90. There we go. And how does that going to fit? So if I bring that through, so we're just going to start considering how we might want this. I probably need to have that a little bit higher. Now our battery packs aren't quite exactly this size, but it gives us a pretty good idea of how they need to go. This one will need to be, it's got a bit of space on top of it, but if we have a look at how that might sit with that, we might even make something to be able to put it this way, and we can attach it to the top of that plate. So we can make something so he can kind of sit somewhere around there. And I wonder if that'll give us enough space under there to have our battery sitting up this way. Or bring him back that way. So if that's able to sit, and we may be able to raise that, but that's pretty close. And we might be able to bring this guy a bit closer through. So we've got space to be able to put him around. And then if we have a look at how this guy attaches, he's going to come up and then stick to the front somewhere. But I may be able to bring that a bit tighter and have a nice short wheelbase. We might want to rotate that if we want to have less weight behind the wheels. But that's something that you're going to explore on your own later.